So you don't like Star Wars bringing back characters from the dead?
Good.
Well, I think that's exactly what they need to do in order to bring back some of the disgruntled fans and also to bring back some normalcy back to the franchise. I have 4 characters that, if they brought them back, would either make great series or great movies. Stick with me to the end, and I'll let you know who they are and why I think they would make a great addition to the Star Wars franchise. Remember when we discovered the Emperor had come back? This was a rewrite by J.J. Abrams that was never meant to be. Per Colin Trevorrow, who wrote the initial script, he stated that he had no intention of adding Palpatine to the film and that the idea was entirely J.J. Abrams. Remember Darth Maul? What kept Darth Maul alive initially was his hatred of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And remember Asajj Ventress. Ventress survives by placing herself in a Sith trance. Boba Fett is known to have dug out of the Sarlacc pit because his Beskar saved him from being digested. Finally, Ahsoka Tano. Killed by the Sun, the daughter used Force Heal to transfer some of her life essence through Anakin into Ahsoka, resurrecting her. So what does this mean? This means that Disney really likes to bring back people. And if they're going to continue to do this, here's the way that they can utilize it so the fans like you and me will enjoy Star Wars again. And here are 4 people that I think really deserve to come back. Number 1. Guess who it is? CAD Bane. I think CAD Bane should come back. CAD Bane is a cold-blooded killer. He is so cold-blooded, boy. They wasted him. His character was wasted in the Book of Boba Fett. He shows up at just like 2 seconds in one series, and then at the end, he's there for 3 minutes and he gets killed. That's so wasteful. He was such a colorful character. They could have done so much. He's a gun for hire. He has no loyalty except for money. That would make a fantastic series for CAD Bane. It would probably be more adult since he is so ruthless and bloodthirsty, but I think fans would go crazy for it. The reason I think he's not dead, when Boba Fett kills him with the bantha stick, on his equipment, on CAD Bane's equipment, you see some of the lights are still blinking. So that makes me think that he's actually still alive. And he's an alien, so maybe the part where Boba Fett hit him didn't really hit any vital parts in his body. Maybe the vital parts are elsewhere. Go CAD Bane. Hashtag CAD Bane's not dead. Number 2 is Shakti. Shakti was supposed to have died in Revenge of the Sith. There are 2 deleted scenes of her death. One was by General Grievous, and the other one was by Anakin. In each deleted scene, they shoved a lightsaber through her back, and so they never showed it. So this might mean that George Lucas might have wanted to bring her back in, something else, another video or series or movie, but then he sold it to Disney. I think having her come back would make a great series due to her being a Jedi Master, and also she was a supervisor of training for the clones on Kamino. So she trained all the clones before they left Kamino. That would just make for a great series. Number 3, Plo Koon. I've been talking about having Plo Koon come back all the time. If there were 2 people I could bring back, one of them would be Plo Koon. I'll let you know who the other one is with the next character. But we're talking about Plo Koon. He was one of the few Jedi that had compassion and treated the clones with dignity and respect. If there's any way the clones would have disobeyed the order and kept him alive instead of killing him, the clones would have done it for Plo Koon. He could have ejected from his ship also before it blew up. Grogu in The Mandalorian used the Force to keep the ship flames from killing him, Din Djarin, and Bo-Katan. Plo Koon was much stronger in the Force, so he could have kept the flames from killing him and ejected out of his ship before it exploded. And also, in the last episode of season 2 of The Mandalorian, people were for sure that Dave Filoni was going to bring back Plo Koon instead of Luke Skywalker. Everybody thought it was Plo Koon because he created that rumor going around that Plo Koon was coming to save Grogu. but you know, everybody knows now that it ended up being Luke Skywalker. So number 4, the last person that I think should have a chance to come back from the dead. The last person is the one I want the most, and that person is Mace Windu. Mace Windu was the second most powerful Jedi behind Yoda in the Jedi Order at the downfall of the Jedi Order. He almost defeated Palpatine, except for Anakin interfering. A lot of people were like, the Emperor was just playing around with him, and that he let Mace Windu seem like he was winning, so Anakin would come save him. When Mace Windu showed up with the other Jedi to arrest Palpatine, Palpatine killed the other Jedi pretty quick, but not Mace Windu. Mace Windu was holding his own. That's when Anakin interfered. Mace should have survived the fall, especially if Anakin can jump out of a moving ship in Attack of the Clones and survive. Palpatine falling down a shaft survives, and Darth Maul can survive by living on hate. There's no reason Mace Windu couldn't survive. If they brought back these people, these 4 people, the series they could make would be fantastic. All they would need to have would be quality directors and no interference from the higher ups. No interference. So if you're liking my content, go ahead and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, I bet you'll really love this one also. Check it out. May the Force be with you always.